Hello explorers, welcome back. So we're gonna do January paycheck number 4 budgeting. Sorry, I couldn't think. Yes, I'm wearing the same sweater as yesterday. We don't need to talk about that. But let's go right here. I can take my little bookmark off. I'm obsessed. I'm really loving these. So actually, I don't want a pen. I prefer to write with markers. Am I the only one that prefers to just write with like markers? Like, I love these markers from Erin Condren. They're double-sided. I don't love the thin side though, because I don't feel like it's as juicy, I guess you could call it. But yeah, I really just like writing with markers. Okay, so source is gonna be my hub's paycheck. He gets paid tonight. Well, by the time you guys see this, he will have gotten paid in the morning. His income, his paycheck is $31.09. It has Martin Luther King Jr. Day on it. It was $31.09 and some change. $31.09.19. The 19 cents is going to the credit card. So I guess we can do 119. We are only going to work with $31.09. Expenses, so these are all bills that I pay out of the paycheck before we cash stuff. So we have our energy, so that's NB energy, and that amount is $90.49, but we are going to round that up to 91 and put the change to the credit card. We have our Cox internet. That is $77.50. We're going to round that up to 78. Put the 50 cents to the credit card. We have Southwest gas. That is $78.48, and we are rounding that up to 79 and putting the 52 cents to the credit card. We have water. That is $75.27. We're rounding that up to 76 and putting the extra 73 cents to the credit card. And that is it for what's getting paid prior to cash stuffing. So let's add that up. So we have 91 plus 78 plus 79 plus 76. So it's $324. We subtract this from the 3109. 3109 minus the 324. And so we have $2,785 left to work with. So 2,785. Give me 1 second. I did this a little bit different before. 7, 6. Okay. So originally when I was doing this, I was going to send this $9 extra to the credit card. And so I was only working with $3,100. So we're actually going to pretend that $9 doesn't exist for right now. And we're going to say that there's $2,776. We then have to divide that in half because half of that needs to go towards next week because my husband's paid every other week. So once we divide that in half, we have $1,388 to work with each week. And now here is where it's going to be a little bit confusing. So when I originally was doing the budget, like I said, I was working with $3,100 even. However, I have a little bit of a plan. So I want that extra $9 rather than going to the credit card. I'm going to put it in this week's budget, which is why I couldn't have it in the total. So we're going to add that $9 back into the $1,388 for this week. If I would have had it in the total, $450 of it would have went to this week and $450 would go to next week, and I don't want to do that. So this week we are working with $1,397. Okay. And that's how we're doing that. It's only this book that sticks, which is so funny because they're all PVC, but this is the only one that sticks to the table. Okay, so now let's go through my... Let's see if I can get... Okay, let's go through. The next is bills. So these are bills that I pay out of each week. Like this is what we cash stuff for. So the first one is due dates. The first one's due date is February 15th, and that is for mortgage. And we are going to cash stuff. Well, first, the goal on this one is $2,302.34. We're going to budget $500 out of this week's check for it. And so in total, we have $500 towards it. Next, we have trash, which is going to be due May 20th because we already have February's bill cashed up, complete. Like, it's fully funded. We're just waiting. I keep checking daily to see if the bill is out yet. It is not out yet. As soon as it is, I will get it paid. So that is for trash. The goal for that is $55. We are cash stuffing $5, which means we'll have $10 towards the new bill. In total, we'll have $65, but 55 of that is for February's bill that's already fully funded. I need to get paper clips so that I can like paper clip the money that is for the bill so that I can separate it and I don't have to keep counting it every time. Next we have the new HOA, which will be due April 1st. If you're not familiar, HOA is my homeowners association. Basically, in any new community or new, it's very big on the West Coast in general. We have what's called a homeowners association. They are basically power-hungry people in the neighborhood that tell us what we can do and cannot do with our own property that we purchase, and we have to pay them quarterly in order to tell us what we can do and not do with our property. And if we violate any of the rules, then we pay a fine on the property that we purchased. I just want to keep reiterating the fact that I own my home. Thought I would get out of, being told what to do with my house after I stopped renting, but then I entered an HOA. Fun. I hate it. The goal for this is $165 because that is my bill quarterly. Also, that seems to go up every year because when I first built my house in 2021, it was $120. And then in 2022, it went up to $150. It didn't go up in 2023, oddly enough. But it just went up to $165. So that's fun. So we have to cash stuff $14 every single week in order to make that goal by the time it's due. And so we will have $81. Excuse me. We'll have $81 after we put that 14 in. Next bill is due March 10th, which is my car insurance because I already paid February's bill, which was due February 10th. So we're now working on March's bill. That is $138 a month. So we cashed off $35 a week for it. And that will put us at $35 towards it because we just paid that. The next one does not have a due date. It is my HOA fine. My backyard is not completed, so I do get charged every single Friday $25. We do not have a goal amount because there's no end to it. So we budget $25, and that means we will have $75 in there in total. Once it gets to, like, every couple months I go in and I pay it because they do require that I pay it with a check or a money order or something like that. I have to pay it in person. It's not like my HOA where I can pay it online. So they're well aware that I'm not coming in every Friday to pay $25. Like, that's ridiculous. So I just go in every couple months and pay it. But I do cash stuff for it weekly so that I'm not coming up with a couple $100 every couple months. So now we need to add all of this that we're budgeting. So we have $500 plus $5 plus 14 plus 35 plus 25. So we're putting $579. And we need to subtract that from what we have remaining, which is $13.97. I couldn't find it. $13.97 minus the $579 leaves us with $818. So now that is what we carry over to this page, which is my cash envelopes. Okay, YouTube, I think I figured it out. All right, so cash envelopes, we do groceries. Groceries is still getting the $225. This number is really, really working for us, even though we've been making like 1 to 2 new recipes every week, so we have to get like the ingredients and stuff for it, things that we don't already have. That number is still keeping us in budget. I think I went over this week by a couple of dollars, which is not bad considering I did 2 new recipes this week. So that's pretty darn good. And that was with, what did I stocked up on something. I don't remember, but that was really good. Had I not stocked up on something that was on sale, we would not have gone over. So gas, we are dropping it back down to $50 because since we are purchasing all of our groceries from Smith's, I earn points off per gallon, or I earn like points and then those convert to money off per gallon. So my gas is down, plus gas in general is down right now. Last week I did 75 because I had to fill up the rental car and our car. And my apologies, I'm like knocking stuff over here. Let me see, I can show you what I have left. Yeah, groceries is empty, but gas has 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $28 left over. And that's after filling up the rental car and my vehicle. And we still have enough gas to get us through for a little while, which is great. So we're gonna drop it down to 50. The no takeout and water, I am not even gonna lie, I've been failing on the water, but I'm okay with it. If it's what gets me through to not order takeout, like if drinking pop and juice and stuff gets me through not ordering takeout, I will take spending $5 a week on some pop to not spend $200 a week on takeout. And that is really what's helping me get through it. I'm still doing the challenge because it is still encouraging me to drink more water. I've definitely slowed down on the pop, but I know you guys haven't seen me cash stuff like water into the daily challenge very much. That doesn't mean I'm not drinking water. It just means I haven't drank 40 ounces. I've been drinking like 20 ounces and I don't count it unless it's a full 40 ounces. So just an update on that one, because I know somebody asked why I'm not showing that anymore. It's because I haven't drank enough. So for the no takeout, we are going to do the $70 because there are 7 full days in the week that are January, and then we're still going to put 20 in here. I will also say that there is money left over from the water portion of this every single week. I know you guys haven't seen what I'm doing with that. I have been putting that straight to the credit card. So it has one of 2 options. It either ends up in the daily challenge money case if I drank water, and if I didn't, I've been putting it on the credit card. So either way, that money is going to good use. It's basically getting designated to the credit card. So that's why I'm not changing the $20, even though I know I haven't been using it. And then we have the no beer on game night. I never know how to word this because it makes it sound like I have to do this challenge so my husband stops drinking. My husband would buy like a case of White Claw every weekend, and he only drinks it when he streams on Twitch. But White Claw is so expensive, and so he was like, yeah, let's do this. Let's see how much money we can save up. But whenever I do this challenge, I feel like it sounds like I'm trying to, like, my husband's an alcoholic and I'm like trying to encourage him to stop drinking, and that's just not the case. I just don't want to spend the money on it. But I always think about that, like, how do I word this so it doesn't sound horrible? Like, we put money in this case because we didn't have any alcohol this weekend. Yay us. Like, It's not that we can't go without alcohol. That's not a problem. I drink maybe 6 alcoholic beverages in an entire year. I just don't drink. And actually, it's been longer than that because my go-to is Mike's Hard Seltzer, and I haven't been able to find them in over a year. So yeah, that's fun. I love those, but I can't find them, and I don't like any other seltzers that I've tried. But anyways, for the no beer challenge, my husband does have 4 days off this week. It is a 4-day weekend for him, so we do $20 because we do $5 per day. We're now going to add this up. That's $225 plus 50 plus 70 plus 20 plus 20 is $385. And remaining, we need to take that from the $818 we had left. 85 is $433. I need to move these up. I left this here so that I could write it down in here, but on all the other pages, I write directly on this. So I need to, next month, I'm gonna make sure I move these up. Because then that'll give me an extra line down here. That and this one needs to be moved down. Is that, oh, I guess not. I guess on all the other ones I didn't do it that way. Okay. All right, so now we go into challenges. And challenges, I leave it at the 433 that we left off at because I subtract each individual challenge. So we are going to start with the mandatory challenges, which is my 52-week challenge. That is in the mini binder, which that is these binders. We're almost into this one. We have one. This is our last cash stuffing into the pink one, and then the pink one's complete. So with that said, let me know if you think I should empty out the pink one before I start the purple one, because that will be halfway complete. That means I've made it halfway through this challenge. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I can't fit the whole challenge in one binder, so I have half of it in here and half of it in here. Basically, this is 6 months worth, and this is 6 months worth. Let me know if you think I should empty this halfway through, or if I should wait until both are completed. So that is that. Also, I double up on that challenge because I wanted to cut that in time in half. So the whole thing is actually only going to take me 6 months. I'm doing 6 months of work in each binder in 3 months. So basically, rather than doing $1 on week 1 and $2 on week 2, I did $1 on week 1 and $52 on week 52 in the same week. So each one is doubled up. We have week 2 and week 51, week 3 and week 50, week 4 and week 49. And by doing that, it cuts the time in half. So instead of this 52-week challenge taking a year to complete, it only takes 6 months to complete. Last week, I actually did 2 envelopes. So I did week 11 and 42, 12 and 40. I'm sorry, 12 and 41. So this week we're doing 13 and 40, and that will complete this binder. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this money. I don't have any, anywhere specific to put it, but I was thinking, someone said, why don't you use that in your sinking funds to replenish them? Because I was talking on TikTok about the fact that my sinking funds are super, super struggling right now. And so I think that might be what I do. So yeah, let me know if you think I should empty it out and reallocate those funds into sinking funds once I complete the pink binder, or should I wait until the entire thing is done and replenish my sinking funds when all of it is done? I have no idea how much that ends up being. I actually don't even know what this challenge brings in total because I haven't seen anybody do the 52-week challenge. But let's get back to this. We did $53 into that, so we need to subtract 53. So now we have $380 left. Next, we're gonna do, we always put money into bill savings, which I have affectionately called Bill Killer, thanks to a subscriber for that name. And that is in the bill savings binder. Ooh, apparently I can't spell. I was about to put billing. And we do $25 every single week into an envelope, and when it hits $50 or $100, it really depends, then we cash stuff it. Well, then we play Uno we do the randomizer. So we need to take 25 from that, and that gives us 355 left. The last, oh, well, I guess there's two more. The next mandatory one is the Christmas binder, and that is obviously in the Christmas binder. We do $25 into an envelope. When it hits $100, we cashed up that into the Christmas binder. That gives us $330 left. And the last mandatory one is the CD Ladder Challenge, which is my monthly, also known as my monthly challenge. For the month of January, it's $24. That is in the challenge binder. So we'll take 24. That gives us 306 left to work with. Then we have the kids challenges, or challenge. That is in the challenge binder. We have to do an even number here because I cashed up it with $2 bills. We're gonna do $10 this week. So that gives us $296 left. Then we're gonna do the sinking fund wheel. That is in games. We do $10 into there. That's $286. And then we're gonna we gotta make sure that we budget for road trip. That is in challenges. We're gonna do the biggest state that's left, which is $39 for Washington. So we're gonna do Washington. That leaves us with $247. Next, we need to budget for dice. Dice is in the games binder. I am currently budgeting $24 every week because I have a $24 icon that's like, if I roll a 4 at all, I will hit that. So I want to be prepared for it. So I've been budgeting $24 until I actually get it and clear that. So far, it's not coming, but it's there. So that's what we're budgeting for it. $223. Then we need to budget for Yahtzee. There's no rhyme or reason to how much I'm putting into Yahtzee. It's just a goal. I may go over, I may go under, but this way I make sure that I kind of have an idea of where I'd like to stick with. And I'm going to do $20 towards Yahtzee, which leaves us with $203. Shut the box. Again, complete chance. That's also in games. And we're going to budget $40 for it because we did not do it at all the first week, so I need to catch up. So that leaves us with $163. And that's it for what we're going to budget for. So now I have $163 for my other challenges, such as the bubbly challenge from Liz, the perfume scratch off, the gym scratch off, Lennox's birthday scratch off, the Disney cards, the word search, and then that should be enough to then do either another week in the 52-week binder, another number. Oh, you know what else I did not put on here that I meant to do? So we'll have to go to page 2. Is the Save 2024 in 2024. So that is 2024. That is in challenges. And we are budgeting $46 because that's the highest number that's left on there. So let me subtract that. That leaves us with $117. So that $117 is enough for Lennox's scratch off, the gym scratch off, the perfume scratch off, the bubbly sticker from Liz and Les, and then we cards and dice I mean, not dice, cards and word search. And so from there, we need to decide if we're going to put that extra money into another week in the 52-week binder, another state on road trip, or another big number on the Save 2024 in 2024. So let me know your guys' opinion on where you think I should put the additional. Obviously, we don't know what that additional is going to be until after game night. So yeah, let me know because I'm still deciding. So that is it, and I will see you guys back here for game night. So until next time, bye.